So there's a giant ice storm happening in Portland, Oregon right now. And I basically had to crawl out of my house on my hands and knees across the ice to get to my truck, to get to the plane, to get to Palm Springs, or somewhere outside of Palm Springs. That's where I am. I rented a motorcycle, the Vespa of Motorcycles, or so I'm told. It is a Moto Guzzi V7 Stone. I don't know. It's cool. It's different. It rumbles. It does all kinds of stuff. But it moves and it goes on the highway and it goes into Joshua Tree National Park or something, which we're gonna do. You should come. It's gonna be fun. I think I have my settings right. What is that thing? Welcome to Vacation Time. This is Bug. We're in somewhere, California, something near Palm Springs. We're gonna be going for a ride on a rented motorcycle up to Joshua Tree National Park or something. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Let's go take a ride. It's a Moto Guzzi. It's supposed to be the Vespa of motorcycles. So far, it's quirky. The buttons are funny and it shakes and stuff, so maybe it is. I don't know. Come look at the bike. It's cool. This is the bike. It's a 2021 Moto Guzzi V7 Stone. I rented it from Desert Moto in just outside of Palm Springs. It's different. It's cool. It goes like this when you rev the throttle because it's got some sort of shaft drive or something. I don't know why it does it. It's kind of cool, I have to admit. It's freaky, but it is what it is. This is my bike for the day. We're gonna go up to Joshua Tree National Park and ride around and see what happens. And I'm curious to get a good feel for this bike. I've done probably 40 miles on it so far just to get to this rest stop. And I don't know, I got nothing. Let's do it.
Okay, so first and foremost, it's very loud. The wind, I think it might be this windscreen, but I'm not really sure, but it is very loud. All right, so this is the Bugmobile for today. The 2021, I believe, Moto Guzzi V7. The reason I am riding this motorcycle, well, there's a couple of reasons. The first reason is I put up a poll. This one came out on top, so this is the one I chose. This was on the list because a few videos back, I asked you all to help me pick out a motorcycle to buy. And I put the Bonneville on the list, but a lot of folks said, hey, you should check out that Moto Guzzi V7. It's the Vespa of motorcycles. And I said, oh, I don't know if I want the Vespa of motorcycles. I'm being perfectly honest. I love my Vespa, but, you know, I'm looking for something a little different. Anyway, I bought the Bonneville, but I rented the Moto Guzzi here just outside of Palm Springs. And decided to, you know, spend 7 hours on it today. Driving up through Joshua Tree, and right now I'm on some horrible freeway thing, heading over to the entrance of Joshua Tree. I'm not gonna lie, my head is rumbling with this wind and whatever's going on here. And I think I just switched from 6th to 6th gear. And I'm going 86 miles an hour, so maybe I should tone this shit down a little bit. Anyway, this is fun. It's a fun bike. If I would consider, you know, someday owning one of these. It's kind of a hoot. It's air cooled. It's a little warm between the legs. You know, being honest. It's rumbly. When I check the throttle down on this guy, man, you can feel the bike just saying, "All right, give me a minute. Let's go." And it rumbles, and it's kind of fun. Not used to that. My guess is you're not going to be able to hear even half a word of what I'm saying, so I'm going to have to keep my voice up a little bit until we get over into the park. Oh shoot, I forgot to put my navigation on, so I don't know where the hell we're going. Let me rectify that. Alright, we're back. Looks like we got 41 minutes to get to our first destination, which is some cactus place somewhere in Joshua Tree. I don't know. What I would say about this motorcycle, yes, I kind of understand it being the Vespa of motorcycles. Like, well, it's Italian, of course. It's quirky. like hell. It's a quirk. It's a bundle of quirk. It's a quirk monster. You know? Oh, 29 Palms. You ever hear that song 29 Palms by Robert Plant? It's on my playlist. I'm gonna play it later when I get to 29 Palms. My whole goal is to get to 29 Palms and play that Robert Plant song. That Robert Plant song sucks. But I'm doing it. Oh, Joshua Tree National Park, next exit. Let's go there. Woo! This would be a fun motorcycle if this was going to be your first motorcycle. A first motorcycle that you're planning on keeping for a while, not just like a 1-year learner and throw it away. This is a little more than that. This is definitely cool. This could be your forever motorcycle. Am I getting off here? Oh yeah. Is this the road I get to ride on? Holy shit. Whoa, dude. Okay, this doesn't suck. Alright, this is kind of, how do you say, cool. Okay. Commercial vehicles prohibited. Joshua Tree Park. Oh my god, next service 47 miles. I did fill up on gas. Here's a fun thing about this Moto Guzzi. It does not have a fuel indicator. It tells you when you're running out of fuel. It doesn't tell you how much fuel I have in there now. I think I have to like dip my finger in the gas tank to really get a feel. Also have no idea what the speed limit is on this road. But look at it. Where we are. Look at where I took you people. Don't ever say that I don't put a lot of effort into these videos, because I don't, obviously, but you know, I gotta put on camera gear and drive safely apparently. Your mom drives safely. I don't know. No idea what the gearing's like on this thing yet. It's a mystery wrapped in a riddle. Look at where we are. Huh. Vegetation gathering prohibited. Huh, okay. There goes my plans for the day. Little chilly, but it's nothing to complain about compared to what I left in Portland, which was an absolute shit show. Let me tell you a little bit about the history of Joshua Tree National Park. There are apparently a lot of Joshua trees here. The Joshua tree is named after Joshua from War Games. I don't know if you ever saw that movie. It was really good. A Joshua tree is a tree. I really don't know why they're called Joshua trees. I can look it up, but I didn't. My wife looked it up. Ladybug. I call my wife Ladybug now. She made that up, and I just think that is absolutely hilarious. Boy, I feel like we were supposed to pay, but I didn't. Look at this. Look where we are. What I did for you people. The things I do for this channel. I swear to God. Turn left in 24 miles. Boy, I really think I was supposed to pay, but I certainly didn't. I don't know where I would have. Okay, well, this is the Colorado Desert, a subregion of the vast Sonoran Desert. It's a sand and rock desert of broad plains interrupted by mountains of indigenous rocks. They're indigenous rocks. Oh, boy. Anyway. Let's keep going. I'm a moron. I am an absolute moron. Indigenous rocks. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm going backwards now. All right. So let's try that again. All right. That's the way. Now I understand how this all works. Can you believe someone trusted me with their motorcycle? The people at Desert Moto are fantastic. I said fantastic again. Oh, dear God. Take two. The people at Desert Moto are very nice. Lovely people. Had a great conversation with them this morning before I rode off on their motorcycle. And they didn't seem to be frightened that I was taking their motorcycle, so that was good. They had some beautiful stuff in there. They had one of those Can-Am three-wheeler type things, which I'd love to try at some point. I would never own one, but looks kind of fun to try. They had a Harley, they had the Truxton, they had the Royal Enfield stuff. They had all kinds of stuff. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I was definitely supposed to pay something, someone. Hey, I'm considering going back. Let's go pay, right?
Taking a quick stop here and looking at the turkey flats. These are the famous turkey flats that you've probably never heard of. Got all kinds of stuff going on here. I don't see any turkeys though. It's not a bad looking place though, huh? Not bad looking. Let's see what a Joshua tree looks like. That's what a Joshua tree looks like. I don't see any. Do we? There is something to this whole idea of renting a motorcycle and just going. I don't know. Sometimes I think, you know, there's a lot going on. And sometimes I rent a motorcycle and drive in the middle of nowhere in this beauty. And this is what it's all about. This is living. People, this is living. That's what I'm saying. If I can find neutral, that'd be even more living. There it is. Listen to this thing again. You see the way it shakes? It shakes like a... Mother, may I? Alright. We good? Everyone happy now? Can I find first? First in there somewhere? Alright. Good lord. Oh, Italy. Is there nothing you can't half-ass? I could say that in Italian, just, you know. I know I've mentioned that, but... just so we're all clear. Anyway, I kind of got my footing here, and I wanted to show you a little bit more of this wonderful, wonderful place to ride. I highly recommend it. Let me tell you, just in case you're interested in coming down to the old Palm Springs here, I rented this motorcycle for the base price of $150 or so, and then there's a fee if you go through Twisted Road, which I recommend, because if you go through Twisted Road, then you can pay more and they'll give you insurance. And I don't know about you, but I like to have the insurance. My motorcycle coverage does not cover rentals, so I think the oopsie I just did at the side of the road, sorry plan for insurance is like $49 or something like that. That's basically you drive it into a Joshua tree and you leave it and you walk away and you call someone and say, hey, the bike is back at the Joshua tree, sorry about that, but I have the full insurance, so gotta go. Anyway, all told, I want to say that this rental for 24 hours came out to about $240. When I first took out the credit card and was typing in the digits, I said to myself, that's a little steep. Maybe go rent a Prius or something, I don't know. But I gotta tell you, this was worth every penny. I'm only like not even halfway through this day, and I gotta tell you, I would have spent $400 on this easily. This is a hoot. So come to Palm Springs, go to Desert Moto, talk to the folks over there, the lovely people, get yourself a motorcycle, get the insurance through Twisted Road. So basically you do the rental through Twisted Road. You can do it straight through the rental company, but if you go through Twisted Road, it's kind of like the Airbnb of motorcycles, I guess. So you go through Twisted Road, you make the reservation through them, you get the insurance, you get the roadside assistance, whatever. You come down here, you get yourself a motorcycle, and you just let loose. Probably don't let loose because this is like, a national park, and I'm guessing that there's some jail time involved in speeding too fast. However, I haven't seen anyone out here, authority-wise, so, drive at your own risk. Don't be a douche, but have some fun. So that's what I'm saying. I can see this becoming an annual thing for me. Get out of the cold, snowy ice, all the other crap up in Portland. Come down here for a few days, rent a motorcycle. Today is not, warm, at least here at the park. It was like 70 when I left, but now it is, it's 64 now, but it was 57 earlier. So it's not, it's not balmy, but it's not ice storm, you know what I'm saying? Indigenous rocks. Yep. Oh yes.
when you give this thing throttle, it rumbles like your belly after Taco Bell or something. You can feel it. You can feel it in your soul. It rattles your soul. Oh, it feels neat though. Like you know the engine's working down there. It's pumping out all its Italian horses. I think they're Italian horses. Oh god. All right, let's slow down a little bit. Okay. There we go. Maybe downshift so that we're not making this thing sound like a tractor. All right. So, like I was saying earlier, there are no scooters to rent down here. At least not as far as I could find. One of my amazing subscribers who lives down in this area and did some looking for me, and he couldn't find any scooters. However, he has a brand new GTS. He offered to let me borrow it and take it for a nice ride instead of having to rent a motorcycle. Like I say, I was tempted. But you know me. You've seen the way I drive. I'm not going to do that to some poor soul out there who's just trying to be nice. I'm not going to do what I would probably do to that poor scooter, which is like, again, ditch it into a Joshua tree, or I don't know. Are there chinchillas out here? I'd probably hit a chinchilla and slide. I don't know what I would do. But I thought that was so very sweet. And if I weren't such a ball of nerves about stuff like that, I totally would have borrowed that GTS and probably would have enjoyed it more than the motorcycle, because I really do love a GTS. But, you know. Great, now it's raining. I just had to stop and see some cactuses. Apparently these cactuses will kill you if you look at them the wrong way or something. Now it's raining. I don't care. I'm gonna care. It smells like ozone. So anyway, to wrap things up here, the Moto Guzzi V7 is a quirky little bike that packs a lot of fun, a little bit of power, a lot of rumbles, and in general, it's a good time. I would definitely enjoy owning one of these at some point in my life. I am glad I got the Triumph. It's a little bit more refined, but there are days when I don't really feel like having something that's refined, and that would be this bike. A little rough around the edges. Kind of like it. Kind of like it. As for Joshua Tree, well, it's a pretty cool place to ride. I wish it were sunny and warm, but you can't have everything in this life, you know. I am grateful for what I have right at this very second, and what I have right at this very second is some really cool roads to ride in a really beautiful place, and a family, and there they are. So I think that was my family that just drove by me, and I said, hey, pull over, I'll come say hi, and I turned around and they left. They're gone. They didn't stick around. So, got that going for me. What was I saying about having a nice warm house to go with family and being grateful? 29 Palms. You want to see 29 Palms before we close this video out? I'll take you up there. I gotta pee, people. Really gotta pee. It's getting, temperature's getting down to 55. And it's raining, and I gotta pee. This is no fun. It's actually a blast, but oh, it's no fun. Anyway, it's like 6 degrees now, and I'm gonna wrap this up because I don't want to get more miserable than I already am. Welcome to 29 Palms, a desert oasis. If this desert oasis doesn't have a bathroom, we're going to be in some serious trouble. That's all I'm saying. But it is warming up. It's back up to 54. And, you know, you really can't ask for much more than that. I could ask for a little bit more than that. 65 would be nice. Anyway. Apparently this is 29 Palms. I only see no palms. I don't see any palms. Yeah. So, is this a visitor center or something? Anything? What is that hut over there? Can I pee over there? Oh boy. Oh, jeez. Oh, gee whiz. And it's raining. What are you gonna do? Oh boy, my knees are wet. My knees are wet, people. Everything's wet. Well, it's the next day, and we made it home after some pretty tough weather coming out of Joshua Tree through 29 Palms back down to Palm Springs. It was rainy and cold, but we're here, back in Palm Springs. It's the next day, and we're gonna take a little ride around and see if we can find this Madonna statue that I hear a lot about. It's supposed to be pretty cool. I saw her picture. I don't know. I think it's Madonna. Well, we'll check it out. Anyway, that's what I'm saying. Palm Springs has some pretty cool little houses, and tucked away in a lot of these houses are some pretty cool little cars. Gotta say, what's this coming up? A GTO of some sort or something? I don't know cars. No, it's not a GTO at all. Whatever that is, it's cool. So you got that thing, and then you got this stuff tucked away in the driveway, and that little thing, Fiat. I have to say, the clutch and gearing on this thing is a little angry today. I don't know if it's just cold or what's going on, but it feels a little angry. All right, enough of that. Let's go find that Madonna statue. Palm Springs, baby. Something about this little hamlet. I don't know what it is, but it's pretty neat. You got this little flat area, kind of this little utopia tucked in the mountains. It's utopia for someone. I don't know. It's not one of those life-changing places for me so far, but it's cool. Let's go back and talk about the Moto Guzzi, the Vespa of Motorcycles. Ladybug asked me last night what I thought of it, and the best I could come up with was, it's rough, but it's kind of fun because it's rough. Because it's rough around the edges, it feels a little bit like what I think an ADV bike would feel like. I have a feeling that this feels something like the Himalayan. The Royal Enfield Himalayan. I don't know. I could be completely wrong about that. I haven't driven one, but that's the sense I get. Just that little roughness. On the other hand, it's roughness hidden behind a whole lot of kind of nice. I do dig on the bike. My wish list would be, accurate gear indicator, a fuel gauge, so I know what how much fuel I have, and I don't know, autopilot so it gets in the right lane. That'd be nice. Boy, I'll tell you, cruise control would have been nice yesterday, but that's asking a lot, I know. Because the old clutch hand last night was pretty painful from doing so much clutching during the day. But apparently that's an ongoing problem. I don't know. It's a personal problem, people. See how it watch how it jerks when I give it throttle. See? It jerks to the right. It's the weirdest thing. I mean, I know why. It's not the weirdest thing, but it's pretty weird. Especially if you're not used to it. It'll throw you for a little loop there. Come on, I gotta see this Madonna statue. Let's go, people. All right, I think the Madonna statue is coming up here on our left. It says Marilyn. Oh, there she is. There's Madonna. I don't know why it says Marilyn. All right, that's yes, it's the Marilyn Monroe statue here in Palm Springs. Why? I don't know. I don't really know, to be honest, but there it is, for all your Marilyn Monroe needs. That's a thumbnail. That's a thumbnail. Let's go see Marilyn. This apparently is Marilyn Monroe. Here's the history of this statue. Marilyn Monroe was born in, the 1900s. She wore a dress, hair, and lipstick. Her real name is Debbie. Marilyn Monroe was just her stage name. It's Debbie. And they even got down the painted nails. Look at the nails. Painted nails. Blah blah blah. Forever Marilyn. Not gonna point the camera up because that's what you expect me to do. I'm not gonna do it. That's Marilyn. Forever.
Look at the beauty that this place is. I thought Portland was scenic, but damn, this is nice. I know that we're in a time now here where things aren't awesome. You got wars, you got all kinds of stuff going on. But really, if you can take a step back, if you could just check out for a couple of days, go rent yourself a motorcycle and drive through the hills and the mountains and the desert. And, I don't feel guilty about it. I don't feel guilty about checking out for a couple of days, leaving reality behind and just losing myself. Because that lets me bring my best self back to the rest of my life. I think that's important. And I'm one of those rare moments where I'm being serious. I know that I have a certain amount of privilege, and I acknowledge that. But if you have the means to get away, even if it's just hopping on your Vespa and heading out for a couple of hours and turning off the cell phone or whatever, or keep it on so you can make an emergency call, but you know what I'm saying, ignore it for the most part. Just get out in the world, lose yourself, think about what's going on, the good stuff, think about what you want to do. I'm already, like, I spent half my day yesterday in planning long trips in my head, trips that I'll probably never go on, but you never know. I got the taste for it yesterday, driving through that rain and whatever. I spent 6 hours at least on this motorcycle yesterday, and when I got home, it was, hang me up wet, and I loved it, and I wanted to go right back out. I didn't because I was hypothermic, but I wanted to. When I got home last night, I jumped in the hot tub here at the Airbnb that we're renting, but the hot tub was only getting up to like the early 80-degree mark, like 82 or something. And I was shivering in the hot tub. That's how cold I was when I got home. And so I stood in the shower for 45 minutes with the shower on high. And my teeth chattered for half of that. And then the other half, I just stood there and laughed and smiled, and I was just like the happiest little boy in the world. And then I had cake. Yep. No, I didn't, actually. I had, you don't care what the hell I had for dinner last night. You care about motorcycles and scooters and... Oh, shoot, I gotta go home, don't I? What time is it? 9:14. Oh, boy, I gotta go home. Anyway, I gotta go home. I gotta dry off my stuff, and I've gotta return this bike back to Desert Moto. Anyway, that's the show today. Moto Guzzi, Palm Springs, Joshua Tree National Park. What more could you want, people? There's the camera, it's right there. What more could you want? All right, catch you on the next one. I'm singing in the rain, yeah, singing in the rain. Oh, what a glorious feeling. I'm on the Moto Guzzi again. Oh, man. I need to get out more, people. I need to get out more.